Yes, very good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. Yeah, uploaded the problem already in the WhatsApp group. If you can tell me how to do this, I'll write a report. Dr. Gupta is a medical practitioner of Ludhiana. On the following, calculate his income from profession for the assessment year 2021. So we'll take the first heading, professional income. Professional income. So what is the first thing? What are those income which are professional, which are concerned as profession?
This gross receipts from consultant
Yes, receipts. Gross receipts from.
consultation.
What about the dispensary? Gross receipts from dispensary. It is not a professional income.
It is, sir.
So take the gross receipts from dispensary. Gross receipts from dispensary. Okay, so amount is 2,35,000. 2,35,000. So similarly, gross receipts from consultation. Gross receipts gross receipts from consultation. So 1,65,000. 1,65,000. Yes, I don't want replies, answers from Avinash, the other people. There are other students in the room now. I want answers from them. Next, dispensary is over, consultation is over. Next,
The visiting fees.
very good. What about the operation fees?
Allowed, sir.
Operation fees, yeah, I mean. So we'll take two. Both are concerned as income. Operation fees and visiting fees. Operation fees is a doctor and visiting fees. Visiting fees. Both are professional income. Okay, 2,50,000 and 50,000. 2,50,000 and 50,000. Next, not Avinash. I don't want replies, answers from Avinash. The other people are there. Next, next. After visiting fees, after visiting fees, what other things there in the problem?
The medicine purchased.
No, no. After visiting fees, after fourth, fifth point is the fifth point.
Gifts from
Gifts.
patent.
Gifts from patients. It is a professional income only. Allowed. Allowed means you should write here. Gifts from patients. Gifts from patients. Right. So 30,000. Now I think the income part is over. Income part is over. From the sixth one, expenditure will start. Expenses will start. We will find out the inner column value. We will find out the final value. So inner column value will be final. There is no such value. So take the final. What is the final value? Add up all the inner column. So add up all the inner column. 2,35,000, 1,65,000, 2,50,000, 50,000 and 30,000. 80, 3,30,000, 4,95,000. Okay, 7,30,000. 7,30,000. Okay, then from professional income you have to subtract professional expenses. Professional expenses. Okay. Now start from the sixth point. Start.
Medicines purchased.
Yeah. Medicines purchased. So how much you have to take it? How much you have to take it?
1,25,000.
Do we need to take 1,25,000 or do we need to do something more? How much was medicine purchased during that particular year?
So
So
depreciation.
depreciation.
Hmm?
So depreciation.
Medicines depreciation. It is not a property, it is not a assets. It is a revenue expenditure, it is not a capital expenditure. Medicines is a revenue expenditure. He is a doctor. You don't treat as a medicines as a property. Yeah, any equipment concerned with life-saving equipment or surgical equipment, then it is a property. Medicines is a revenue expenditure. You have to incur, you have to buy, you have to sell, you have to purchase every time. Any other thing you have to do, read the problem, complete problem. A medicine purchase given. If you see the next one, seventh point. What is the seventh point? What is seventh point?
Closing stocks.
What you have to do? Medicines purchased 1,25,000. What you have to do? Closing stock.
Add.
Add or subtract? You have to subtract closing stock. Closing stock you have to subtract, not add. You will get actual value of medicines purchased during a particular year. 35,000. You have to subtract it, not add. Closing stock always is subtract, usually I am saying. So 90,000. This means 90,000 worth of medicines were purchased during that particular year. Not 1,25,000 because it's already having closing stock of 35,000. So this should be subtracted minus 35,000. Okay. So medicine purchase is not a capital expenditure. It is not a property. It is a revenue expenditure. It is a professional expenses. Next.
Salary, sir.
Salary. Can we allow salary?
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good. So we will allow salary. Okay. Salary paid to employee. Salaries is how much? 1,50,000. Right. Now remember, salaries to employee. 1.5 lakh. 1.5 lakh. Now, if suppose if it is given to employer, what you will do? Instead of employee, yes, given employer, what you will do? Salaries to employer, what you will do? Do we consider expenses? Suppose In the question, instead of employee, he has given employer. Salary is to employer. He should not take it. Nothing but proprietor's salary. That salary is called proprietor's salary or owner's salary. That is not allowed. Okay. Suppose simply salary is given, it is allowed as expenditure. So it's added to employee. That means it is allowed. Next. Number 9. Number 9. Anyone, not from Avinash. Anyone. Number 9. Ninth point.
Surgical equipment, sir.
Purchase. So can we enter surgical equipment purchase? Can we enter the value? It's a machine. Surgical equipment is a machine. That is capital expenditure. Capital expenditure is not allowed. So what you can claim? You can claim depreciation. You can claim depreciation. So I'm not writing it is not allowed because it is a capital expenditure. So you can claim depreciation. It is a machine. Can you tell me the percentage of depreciation on surgical equipments? Can you take the percentage of depreciation on surgical equipments? Depreciation,
40.
not 40. Depreciation on, that is a life-saving equipment. Surgical equipment. Depreciation on surgical equipment. What is the percentage? On percentage. Not 40. That is on life-saving equipment. Depreciation on surgical equipment. So actual value is given 48,000. On 48,000, you have to calculate percentage. What is the percentage? I need to know from you. What is the value of depreciation percentage on surgical equipment? Anyone? You check out that chart, that table, as that block of assets is given in the WhatsApp group. Long days back. Different block of assets are given in WhatsApp group. What is the depreciation percentage to be calculated on surgical equipment? Anyone?
Sir, 40%.
That is on life-saving equipment,
Okay.
not surgical equipment. Life-saving is different, surgical is different. Surgical means that scissors. Knives, scissors. Anyone? Any? How much percentage is there? Surgical equipment. You need. We had done some problem on surgical equipment previously also. And it is a machine used for business purpose or professional purpose. It is a machine. What is the rate, depreciation rate on surgical equipment? Sometimes you may not give in the problem, but you have to calculate depreciation. 99% he may mention depreciation rate in the problem. Sometimes he may not give. Sometimes I'm saying 1% cases he may not give in the problem the depreciation rate. This first, what is the depreciation rate on surgical equipment? It is a machine. Search and tell me. Yes. Please tell me how much is
Sir,
it?
15%.
Very good. 15%. 15%. 15 divided by 100. Okay. It is 15% per annum. 15% you have to calculate on 48,000. Okay. So what is the value now? Value is 7,200. 7,200. Okay. So because surgical equipments purchase, it is a capital expenditure, we will not consider as professional expenses. Instead of that, we'll calculate depreciation on surgical equipment. Okay, so this is okay. It is 15%, don't forget it. 15% on surgical equipment, 40% on life-saving equipment and books. Okay, next. Number 10. 10th point. 10th point. Can anyone read this or tell me what is the ultimate bottom line? Should we enter there in the professional expenses or not? Dr. Gupta went to attend a medical seminar in Germany to update the knowledge and spent 25,000 on it. What is your opinion? What is your answer? Should we treat as professional expenses or no? Should we treat as professional expenditure or not?
No, sir.
No. Why? Why?
Because there is no like revenue or something.
It is a personal. Is it a personal? It is nothing to do with the profession. If what is saying is nothing to do with profession. The question is, does this expenditure has nothing to do with the profession?
It has.
It has. If it has, then you have to write it because you have to update your knowledge, Amma. As a student, as a doctor, as an engineer, as a lawyer, you have to update your knowledge. Here, your knowledge is unlimited. You have to update your knowledge. For that, he spent 25,000. Okay, it's a medical doctor. Any profession, student or teacher or any profession, one has to update his knowledge. And for that, he spent for a particular money. That is allowed. Okay, so that is related to his profession. So visit to Germany allowed. So visit to Germany. Simply is not visiting for sightseeing, for a tour, for a picnic. Okay, visit to Germany. Why? To update his knowledge. He's attending some conference, some seminar to update his knowledge. Allowed. It is allowed. Okay. So how much is this amount here? Visit to Germany, 25,000. It is allowed. Okay. So, if it is a picnic or if it is a sightseeing, it is not allowed. Next, number 11th. Anyone? Number 11th. 11th is some critical things are there. You have to explain to 11th. Okay, 11th, leave it 11th, we take at 11th at the end, not 12th. First, we'll take 12th first. 12th point, medical books purchased. What we have to do now? What we have to enter? Medical books purchased. Should we write medical books purchased, the total value is 30,000? Because books purchased capital expenditure, cannot write it. Books, because he's a doctor, he has to buy so many books. So many books. If he's a lawyer, he has to buy so many books. If a chartered accountant, he has to buy so many books. Books become asset to them. Books is a property. So you cannot write medical books purchased value. But you have to claim depreciation. It is given. Depreciation on books. By default, you have to calculate how much percentage? 40%. Depreciation on books at the rate of 40%. What is the value of books in the problem? Books 30,000. On 30,000, 40%. 40 by 100. How much it comes to? 12,000. 12,000. So 12,000 is the depreciation you can claim that is allowed as professional expenses. Okay, so what we have not taken, surgical equipment, purchase of surgical equipment and purchase of books, both are capital expenditure. Instead of that, we can claim depreciation. So depreciation can be taken as professional expenditure. The 11th point is very important. 11th point. What is 11th point? 11th point is very important. Can anyone? 11th point. Anyone? 11th point. Now take the 11th point. Eleventh point. Can you read? Anyone can read the 11th point? 11th point.
He owes a house whose municipal value is 50,000 rupees.
Okay.
Half of the
Yeah. Continue.
half of the portion of the house is used for profession.
Yeah.
Expenses paid for the houses, municipal tax 10% of MV,
Hmm.
repairs 10,000 rupees.
Okay. So what we have to take? Half is used for profession. So expenses on,
25,000.
yeah. Expenses on building. Expenses on building. So what expenses first we can deduct? Municipal taxes. How much is municipal taxes? Half means 50%. You take only 50% of that total amount. How much is 50% the total amount? Can anyone tell me? How much is 50% of the total amount?
25,000.
25,000, 2,500. 25,000, 2,500. What is the municipal value? 50,000. How much is the municipal tax? Municipal tax 10%. 10% of 50,000. 50,000 into 10 divided by 100. How much it is? 5,000. This is for full house, but half is used for profession. Half of 5,000. Half of 5,000 divide into equal parts 2,500. So for municipal tax 2,500. Okay. What about for the repairs? Repairs also you have to take 50%. 50%. What is the value given in the problem repairs? Repairs is 10,000. 10,000 or 10,000 50%, it is 5,000. So repairs here to take is 5,000. Okay. So municipal taxes 10% on 50,000, 5,000. Half is used for profession, half is used for personal. We'll take the half of 5,000, 2,500 at municipal taxes. And repairs 10,000. Half of repairs 50%, 5,000. Okay. So first take out the inner column values of less item. All the values, inner column values. So I think add these are the inner column values of less item. It is 2,91,700. 2,91,700. Only this inner column values grand total. And subtract from 7,30,000. So you will get 4,38,000. 4,38,300 is the income from profession. Income from profession. Okay. So please remember that medicines you are buying, that is not a capital expenditure, that is revenue expenditure. If closing stock is given in the problem, you have to subtract closing stock from the medicines purchased. Net amount you have to enter the inner column. But purchase of surgical equipments, purchase of books is a capital expenditure. Instead of taking the complete value, we can claim depreciation. Depreciation on surgical equipment, it is 15% by default. You have to remember that 15%, not 40%. 40% on life-saving equipment. And books, you know, it is 40%. You have to calculate 40% on the books. Okay, 40% 30,000, 12,000. So, for professional income, add up all the values and take those income which are allowed. Those income which are allowed. And under professional expenses, take those expenses which are allowed, or write those expenses which are allowed. Don't take which are not allowed. Ignore it. So we will subtract, we'll get a net value income from profession 4,38,300. Okay, and the building is half is used for professional purpose, half is used for personal purpose, and the building municipal value is 50,000, municipal tax is 10%, and repairs is given 10,000. So calculate municipal tax 10% on 50,000, 5,000. Half of this 2,500 is allowed as professional expenses. Similarly, for repairs is 10,000. Half of 10,000 repairs 5,000 is allowed as professional expenses because half is used for professional use, office use. Remaining half is for personal use. So we'll take only 2,500 municipal taxes, half of that, and repairs half of that 5,000. So if we take it, net income will be income from profession. Okay. So this is the way how to compute income from profession. Okay. So we are still. I'll take 3 minutes time, 4 minutes time for asking some questions whether these can be allowed as professional expenses or professional income. Okay. So
Sir,
yeah, please.
sir, we can't able to see board, sir. It is looking very small, sir, every letter.
I will upload in the WhatsApp group. Ma. Don't worry. Okay. I will upload in the WhatsApp group. Don't worry about that. I'll take a pic and I will upload in the WhatsApp group. Because lack of space, board is very small. I'm writing in small letters. Okay, so I'll ask you some questions. I'll just wait for 3 minutes time. Yeah, now suppose a person is a CA, chartered accountant. He is a CA. Now, he has given as income under income category audit fees 3 lakh rupees. Audit fees 3 lakh rupees. What is your opinion? Is given under he has shown his income as audit fees. Can we consider as income or not? He's a chartered accountant.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so you should write the audit fees. Okay. Similarly, he is given other income as financial consultancy service. Is shown income as financial consultancy service. He is a CA. He is getting income from financial consultancy service.
Allowed, sir.
You can write there. So that is allowed. That is concerned with his profession. Okay. Now, he is showing his income as accountancy works. Accountancy work. Is a CA is showing income under the category accountancy work. Should we take as income? Accountancy work. He is a CA. He is showing income as under the category accountancy work.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can show as income under income from professional income. Now, in expenditure part, is shown one income as car expenses. Car expenses.
Sir, the depreciation.
Car expenses. Assuming the car used for office use only, not for personal use. Should we take as a professional expenses? Car expenses is given in the problem.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can take as a car expenses. Okay. So tomorrow we'll continue. Next problem. I'll take attendance now.